Today it's Game 3 and a rubber match between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets.
For Connor Gillespie, it's just getting ahead of these Mets hitters. If you fall behind, they will make you pay.
Second start, we mentioned he's 0-1 with a 5.40 ERA so far.
Francisco Lindor getting set to lead off against rookie right-hander Connor Gillespie, one of 6 rookies starting for the Marlins today.
1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with an elevated cutter, and that's how this ball game starts today.
Good pitch here by Gillespie. It took him about 5-6 pitches to get Lindor, but finally went up top, and Lindor could not lay off of it. If you can continue to keep Soto quiet, you have a really good chance of winning another ball game here tonight.
Hit hard toward the hole, and Soto's got a base hit. And so the Mets have the first base runner of the day, a 1-out single for Juan Soto.
Pete off to a 3-for-17 start.
And he smacks one toward the gap in right center field. That's going to split him and go to the wall. Soto on his way to third. Being waved home. The third of the plate by Lopez, and Soto slides in safely. Got around the tag from Hicks, and the Mets have a 1-0 lead. Aggressive base coaching by Mike Sarboss, sending Soto, who is not the fastest runner. Lopez made a pretty good relay throw, but Soto got around the tag to score the run. A double for Alonzo to give the Mets the early lead. Mets scoring in the first inning for the first time this year to give Clay Holmes the early lead.
He really was just spectacular and precise in spring training, and he just was, I think, overcharged.
Xavier Edwards hits the first pitch on the ground to the backhand of Lindor, who handles it cleanly. One pitch, one ground ball out for Holmes, who had a 71% ground ball rate in his first start.
Oh, they're getting on him after the 2 errors. That's very funny.
And there's ball 4. Beautifully done by Kyle Stowers.
Conine 3-for-15 on the young season.
Catches the outside corner with a slider.
Excellent pitch.
First pitch to Matt Mervis is stung past the second baseman Beatty on one hop and into right for a base hit. And that's a 2-out single.
And they've got 2 aboard with 2 out now for Otto Lopez, who's scorching hot to start the season.
And Lopez hits it sharply to right to Vientos. He gets the force play, and that retires the side. So Holmes works around a couple of base runners in the first.
Back-to-back groundouts to the shortstop.
7 in a row retired by Connor Gillespie. Here is Juan Soto, who singled and scored on the Alonzo double back in the first. Connor Gillespie today. 2-2, swung on it, missed, strike 3. Got him with a beautiful changeup to retire the side. That's 8 in a row by Connor.
Clay Holmes is back out there for the bottom of the 3rd inning. He's gotten through 2 scoreless in 25 pitches.
As in their home, good drag bunt by Xavier Edwards. Beatty with the bare hand play, and he got him! Edwards thinks he was safe, but Beatty did everything he could.
And the Marlins are going to look at this.
It was a good pitch for him to drag bunt, to take it with him, and getting a running start down to first. It's a terrific bunt.
And yeah, it looks like Edwards clearly beat that.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe.
That opens up a world of opportunity here. A 4-pitch walk to Stowers after the leadoff bunt base hit by Edwards. And the Marlins are in business for Griffin Conine. That's in the air to center field and deep. Taylor's going back on the warning track, and it gets down for a base hit. He misread it. Now Stowers and Conine are both at second, but a race back towards first, and everybody is safe. Look at how that played out. I think the wind messed with that baseball because Taylor took an awful route to it.
And nice job first and foremost as the ball leaves Conine's bat. Now you have Edwards on second base. He gets a read now, but he gets stopped by Lally. But you got Stowers, who's on first base. He almost ran to third base because he wasn't looking.
Wow, now the Marlins have the bases loaded with nobody out. And he cracks one in the air deep to right field. Soto is over, and he puts it away for out number 1. That'll bring home a run, a sac fly for Matt Mervis, and we're tied at 1 here in the 3rd.
So now Holmes will try and minimize the damage. One thing about Holmes is he generates so many ground balls that you hope he can get out of it with a double play.
Chop towards third. Vientos has got it. He's coming to the plate. He threw it away.
What is Vientos doing anyway? That's a 5-4-3 double play. He tried to get the out at home plate, and he airmailed the catcher.
You always want to go for the double play there if you think it's in order, rather than allow the inning to continue, even if you get the guy at the plate. But I just think because of the speed of Lopez, Vientos, his internal clock told him the better play was to come home. And now it's 2-1 Miami. 3-2 to Paulie, and he struck him out with a changeup. Has a big strikeout for Holmes as he picks up the second out of the inning.
Out of the strike zone. Starts as a strike, sinks. If you fish like that, you're just not going to make contact.
1-2 coming. tied him up. Did he go? He went around, strike 3. So Hicks is a strikeout victim. Holmes finishes the inning with back-to-back strikeouts.
We go to the 4th inning here in Miami. 2-1 Marlins. Pete Alonzo digs in against Connor Gillespie.
He drives this one to left field. That's going to be over the head of the left fielder and bouncing up against the wall. Alonzo heads for second, and he's in standing with a well-struck double. Second double of the game for Alonzo. And it comes leading off in the 4th inning.
Alonzo to third with 1 out. With the infield coming in here for Jesse Winker and a runner at third.
Pitch on the way to Winker, and that is in there for called strike 3.
What a pitch. At 80 miles an hour, and that ball got a lot of plate. Wow.
Not infield back now for Mark Vientos.
1-2. Struck him out swinging on a sweeper, and the inning is over. What a marvelous job by Gillespie here in the 4th.
A well-struck double. Hayden Senger has his first major league hit.
Congratulations. One to remember.
So he's the tying run at second with 2 out, and Francisco Lindor coming up.
Swing and a miss. Gillespie works around the 2-out double by Senger.
So Conine aboard. Marlins up 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th, and now Matt Mervis against Clay Holmes.
1-2 the count. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the change. And so for Clay Holmes, his 6th strikeout. 2 men away. Conine still at first, and now right-hand hitting Otto Lopez coming up.
Lopez 0 for 2 today, and that is hit softly towards third, and Vientos is going to put it in his back pocket. Lopez with his 9th hit of the season, on base for the 2nd time today.
It's an unfortunate circumstance for Holmes, who got the ground ball.
And here comes Carlos Mendoza. That's going to be it for Clay Holmes.
Reed Garrett comes in to try and get the final out of the bottom of the 5th. All he's 0 for 2, grounded out and struck out. And he hits one on the ground down to first. Easy play for Alonzo. Garrett covers, and Reed gets the job done and strands a pair.
Griffin Conine's got his 3rd hit of the ball game, and it's a leadoff double here in the 7th.
Conine at second and 1 out.
And here is Otto Lopez, who's 1 for 3 today. 0-1. Oh, and Minter fell. And the ball got away, and the presence of mind by Senger. And that's going to be a balk. You can clearly see that he attempts to throw the ball towards the plate, even though he fell. But they call it a balk, and Conine's at third. That could be a huge break for the Marlins. And Lopez with a high chopper towards third. That's a fair ball. Throw to first is high. That's an RBI base hit for Otto Lopez. It's 3-1 here in the 7th. Now, why didn't Vientos let that ball go?
When he makes the play, Garrett, it is fair. So it's a bad judgment right there.
He should have let the ball go. It would have gone foul. Ground ball. Alonzo with a diving stop. He gets up and dives for the bag. The double dive by Alonzo for the 2nd out as Lopez moves up to second.
2 outs now for Nick Fortes. Fortes line drive through the right side and a base hit. Soto's up with it. Then he bobbles it. An RBI single for Nick Fortes. It's 4-1 Miami here in the 7th.
What a beautiful piece of hitting by Fortes.
Nick Fortes into the game as a defensive replacement a half inning ago. Has an RBI single, and the Marlins up 4-1 in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, the Mets have their 5th hit of the day, and now Francisco Lindor has had another rough day at the plate, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. And Lindor cracks one into right field for a base hit. Torres around second. He'll go to third. So Lindor gets the base hit, and that'll get Soto to the plate as the tying run. Soto up in a big spot.
Soto swings and he hits it to first. That's a fair ball. Bride's coming to the plate. They got him at the plate. What a heads-up play by Jonah Bride. There's 2 outs.
And Torres on third base. He ran because it was a double play situation, and he runs himself into an out.
Lindor's at second now, and Soto's at first.
You got to keep Pete in the ballpark. Everything that he has hit today has left his bat at well over 100 miles an hour. He has 2 doubles.
And Alonzo drives one deep center field. Sanoha back, takes a look, and it's out of here! Pete Alonzo ties the game with a 3-run homer. Dead central into the greenery. On a day when the Mets have been falling all over themselves, Alonzo's been front and center, hitting bullets all over the ballpark, and that one clears the wall to tie the game. That one was 113 miles an hour off the bat, so that's 3 balls he's hit today, 113 or harder.
So far this year, Diaz appeared once. It was a perfect inning with a strikeout. You'll see the top of the order for the Marlins.
That's a ground ball hit weakly. Vientos dives. He's got it, and an infield base hit. That's the 5th of the day for the Marlins.
And now you have to be concerned about the stolen base because Diaz is not good at holding runners.
X on the move. That one missed outside, and there is no throw from the catcher Torrens.
And it goes to the backstop, and that'll get Edwards over to third. And so the wild pitch moves the go-ahead run to third with nobody out. Ground ball right at Beatty coming home. Low throw. Torrens with a tag, not in time. Edwards scores, and Miami takes the lead. The Mets are going to challenge the call at the plate.
He had to backhand the throw. He threw it on the other side of the bag. If he's safe, that's the reason.
And it was a heck of a play by Torrens.
After review, the call in the field is overturned.
Whoa!
The runner is out.
The Mets
New York will reclaim
get the
their
call
challenge.
in their favor to keep the game tied.
Dane Myers standing at third base, the winning run 90 feet away with one man out for Eric Wagaman.
And Buto's first pitch grounded to short. Lindor coming home. Torrens with a tag. He is out.
Goodness gracious.
Contact play. Myers running on contact, and Lindor threw him out. Perfect throw to Torrens, who got the tag down, and the Mets record another out at the plate to keep this game tied.
And that throw was in the third base line right there. Perfectly thrown.
Holding at first with a single is Nimmo, and the Mets have the bases loaded, nobody out. They've got a chance to do big damage here in the 11th inning.
Xavier Curry just 6 strikes in his first 14 pitches. He's a miss away from plating the go-ahead run in the top of the 11th.
Likely take a pitch, and he does, and it's ball 4, and the Mets have the lead. Curry not even close on 3-0. Walks Winker to force in Soto with the go-ahead run, and the Mets lead at 5-4 in the 11th. And now they will try and pour it on. Gets a breaking ball hit to short off the glove of Edwards, and that'll bring in a run, and everybody's safe. And it's 6-4 New York.
Oh boy, with Vientos' speed, that could have been a 6-2-3 double play.
Edwards just trying to rush a little bit.
Oh wow.
Couldn't pick it up on the backhand.
He didn't go and get it and get the short hop.
It's now 6-4 New York.
This bottom of the 11th, the Marlins are trailing by 2, 6-4.
Xavier Edwards will lead off with Sanoa at second.
And Edwards grounds one through the left side. That's a base hit. They're going to wave Sanoha around third. The throw's going to come in towards second. That's an RBI base hit for Xavier Edwards. It's 6-5 here in the bottom of the 11th. Now a walk. And the Marlins have the tying man at second base with nobody out.
Struck him out. Danny Young throws the slider and strikes out Conine, one man down. And that is going to be the last pitch that he throws. Huascar Brazoban will come on to try and finish it.
But now there are 2 men away. And Otto Lopez, the last chance for the Marlins, and he's been rather a pest.
He struck him out, and the ball game is over. Huascar Brazoban earns his first major league save. Pete Alonso's 3-run homer gets the Mets even, and the Mets scratch out 2 in the 11th and beat the Marlins 6-5.